Shades, for you shot the week, caught the cover here with another episode of Raincoat, where we're finishing off the last case, and we're not gonna talk about it.
I bolted out of car 1.
We're not gonna talk about the exact.
The culprit was under the bed at that time, huh? They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook,
Then it's
was there or was there not jiggling in the blouse? Take a guess.
While the detached car 1 was running on a separate track, the culprit went to work, preparing to disguise car 1 as car 5.
What about the jiggling?
First,
Nice.
Mrs. Clark was carried to the corridor, and the necklace from the earlier was
not giving
placed
her
back on.
anything. Although I would give her too much, honestly.
nah.
Then the car 1
Bruh,
number plate was
fucking,
burned.
you need to hold it in, bruh. Okay.
Dude, that wasn't even that bad. Shut the fuck up.
So that I couldn't be
I know,
properly
but
identified.
you
Like,
can't go
my
an
already
episode
Eric, you
without
would tell me
being
what
down
the titles
bad.
is more than in video, alright? So keep it quiet.
I mean, it
Everything
is.
plays.
Trust me, I know. I've
The
been
culprit went into the main
noticing.
control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to
And
reconnect.
took a hot shit. Oh, right.
This time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Better slow this train down. Oh god, he's gonna crash. Oh no!
Since we were in a
Oh
tunnel,
man.
I didn't even
Right,
realize
right.
car 1 was moving
So
alongside
lucky.
us.
If only there could have
The
been a
train we
pile
were
up.
on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached to car 4.
And 4 plus 1 makes 5. God, by golly!
Alright.
Now behind
You know what
car
this
4,
means
that
to
car
me?
became car
If we
5.
were to rush through all the cars, like before we get to the tunnel, we would have solved this mystery based on that. Like if we just didn't look at the evidence and just ran to the other end of the train, it would have solved this.
No, not really. It wouldn't have solved
It would have gotten to this point. It would have gotten us to this point at least.
No, not really.
Like to this point of knowledge. The fact that 2 cars were missing suddenly wouldn't have.
No, we wouldn't have
Your
realized
suspicion?
it because by the time.
What I'm saying is, like, if we did rush and then, like, check the other ends of the cars and just, like, see, like, what was happening at either end, then we would have figured this out.
I don't think, even if we did collect evidence, I don't think that would have worked because our character was so starstruck by all the dead bodies. Like,
Yeah, that
collecting
too.
evidence,
But what I'm
like,
saying,
collecting evidence
I
was,
know.
like, probably, like,
The evidence
like,
helped,
remember when
right.
we, like, time-lapse? Like, remember when we time-lapsed from car, like, 3 to 4? Or something? Like, it turned, like, evening in, like, 5 minutes. It was like, what's going on? You know, like, I don't think there was even a possibility of
The
rushing.
swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic
Apparently
operating
not.
system, right?
Apparently our guy's just so slow, he really has to take in the scenery.
Technology sure
It smells like burnt flesh. I wonder if they were burned to
Culprit,
death.
riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4.
Boom! Just like there's a big rumble crashes into the whole train.
That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Yeah,
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
yeah.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize it was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on.
I mean, you're
But
not
I was
wrong.
just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1.
Yeah, but this time you're correct on who the chart corpse is.
The disguised corpse and the car switch
Right.
completely fooled me.
I know, it really fooled you. You're such a dumbass.
Using a dead body? Oh, this is a despairingly brilliant idea.
I think I had the frame of the idea, but I didn't know the means was the thing. Like, I had the frame of the idea, like, I knew there was a body. I knew that this was the same body as Zilch's. I knew it was, like, I figured out that much, and I knew that something had to be wrong with this train or something. Like, I knew this wasn't car 5 somehow. Or if it was, what's the point of hiding it if it was, you know?
When the
I mean,
train
I
arrived
understood
in
that,
Fenward,
right? That's not hard to understand. Like, why would you hide it? But at the same time, it didn't do much to explain the how
What do you mean?
in the
It
moment.
just-
Like, again,
It just explained that.
you had to wait until after the case. I'm saying in the moment. You had to wait again until after the case was over.
Well,
for
yeah,
the
because
game to give it
beforehand,
to you.
because at the moment you were collecting all the
Right.
evidence, you couldn't figure it out then
Yeah,
because you
you're
had to collect all the
right.
evidence.
it
If
connected
you
to a
did
different,
figure out by then, you would
clear
just be
line
jumping to conclusions, and it would just be like, maybe you're right, you know?
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars.
Like, when I assumed it, when I figured it was Zilch, it was technically, like, the evidence was technically pretty unfounded. Like, it was like, oh, we saw his corpse, you know? Like, to a certain degree, it was a guess. It was just a very informed guess, you know? Like,
Right.
there was nothing that said,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, like, with DNA evidence, that would be the only thing that would be ironclad.
So much
And
attaching and
right, and the
detaching.
only thing I was like really close with was the electric playing a huge part in it, but other than that, I didn't have much.
Peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
I know you're such a pyromaniac, master.
And Amaterasu was in on it. That really turns me on.
Oh, don't worry, I'm glad to hear that one.
You mean pisses me off?
Oh, no, she does not mean that by any means, my buddy old pal.
During that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised Car 1 and waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
After burning all the
So
master
we're-
detectives, the culprit faked their
So,
own
okay,
death.
basically, we're gonna jump out of this portal and then just run back to the train and be like, the culprit's in there! And the PCs would be like,
Who committed
okay,
these
why do we
terrible,
care?
contemptible crimes is none
Like-
other than
Zilch Alexander! It was you!
yeah, we figured it out like last. We figured it out 3 episodes ago.
Yeah. What?
The cat boy has been caught. Time to box this kitty in. Yeah!
This is the truth I've
That
uncovered!
was the shitty line, but okay. Fucking bully.
His,
Alright.
is it his soul or something?
You could. Oh, when I said Link,
what?
it was just
What,
the
is he
weird
turned into a
scream
god or
you and him
Is-
did.
That it? What's this?
It's the truth?
He's
Yeah,
turned
it's
into
the
a
fucking
snake.
truth.
He's gonna
I
rest.
just was like,
This mystery
it's the
labyrinth.
truth?
Oh my
It's
God.
Like,
We were both right. I said the soul, and you said the.
Of the
And
true
it says it's the
culprit.
truth, which is the soul. My God.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
you take it to the peacekeepers and they take you in because they don't
You
care
stab
about
it.
the culprit.
Now it's
Right,
time
they
for the
did
main
this to
event.
set you up in the first place.
Here we go. It's my time to shine.
Oh, don't worry, you've been shining this entire time and I've been loving it. What? Wait, this is like the punishment time!
Overflowing despair.
What is this?
The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case.
How terrifying.
Oh my
music.
Oh yeah, no, it's
The music
good.
is a good shift. Aw, that's cute.
Huh? Wait, what? Did we just blow up all of the mystery labyrinths? Like, we have to come back here, right? Like, we can't leave this. We can't not come
Nope,
back here, right?
we're leaving. I feel like we're just leaving, and then the world it's gonna fix itself in some ridiculous way because it was solved for some dumb reason.
Well, I mean, the
It's
fact we
gonna
blew it.
that
I'm more
is
concerned with the fact that we
logic.
blew it up, and I'm concerned with the fact that if we don't go back there, I would be
We
very
blew up
disappointed
the
with this game.
mystery. We're never going back there until we find a new mystery.
We're
Well,
back?
we'll find one pretty easily. It's just the fact that
What
if
are
we
you
never went
talking
back,
about
I would
now?
be very disappointed in this game.
Your spirit shouldn't be broken. Yet. The peacekeepers will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
Actually, my good man, there's someone in there we have to go check out first.
Huh?
Alright, come on.
Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on?
No, a lot has changed. You're willing, you know you're innocent. Like, you before you were willing to give yourself
I think
in,
we knew
and now
you were
you
innocent
know the
before.
truth. So
Oh, well.
much has changed.
I feel like he's still willing
Are
to
you
give himself
listening?
in because he's a bitch.
Get him!
I mean, maybe, but before he didn't know anything, and now he understands everything. There's a different, like, the change is still, no matter what he does, is still massively different.
Wait! I know who the culprit is!
What?
It's Zilch! He's still alive. He framed me.
What are you talking about? He's already dead.
I know.
Huh? But
Yumi, Yuma, if you fucking back down right now, we know he's not. We know
Shut
where
up.
he is.
This is not up for discussion. What a waste of time. Take him away.
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here!
Sure was.
You're so cute when you panic, so I had to enjoy the view for a bit.
Stop playing around! Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem.
You're not wrong.
Take him away.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry, did they just find him?
What?
No.
He's dead.
No, they just randomly find, whatever. Okay.
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
There's always a price to pay. When I
What?
root the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source
And
that
thus their
created the
soul?
mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes? Don't
You
tell
Wait,
just
you
killed
killed him?
Zilch.
You just, wait, no, please
Yes,
don't
you
tell me
just-
That's
We
right.
no,
The
don't say
culprit
she.
dies.
No. We killed Zilch. Don't
No.
say she did.
But
We
she did.
killed it, Conrad.
That was his power.
We
That was
did
her
it
power.
together
No?
through a mystery. Well, that's our power now because she's working for us.
No,
We're the
that's not
master.
our power. Our power is unrelated to her.
I thought our power was to like we lost our memory and now we
No,
have her
she's
abilities.
just a bonus. Our power is to see other people's
Oh.
powers. Because normal people can't.
Oh.
Normally, you can't verify if
Oh,
someone's
right.
actually using their power, but we literally can. We know when people are using their powers. That's our power. This is just a
Okay.
bonus because we gave up our entire life to figure out a mystery.
Then that report saying
Okay,
Zilch,
I guess.
the true culprit,
But it is
was
still
dead.
partial, like part of his arsenal. Thus, it is like she's an extension of him now,
No,
as you said.
not really. They are
And
two
since
different
he
people.
wanted to
They're
solve the
they're
mystery-
completely different characters. And it's
We
not
share
like
the
she's
same
a
body
tool
and
of fate.
mind, according to her.
But this is like a
What?
two personality scenario where this is a different
It
personality.
is. I'm not saying it's not a
He's
different
the culprit,
personality,
and
but
he's the one
it
who
is
killed
still under.
We did not use
But
the
he's
scythe.
partially responsible too. Well, we didn't use the scythe, but we're the one who wanted to solve the mystery, which is
We
what the
solved
scythe is
it. We
used
didn't
for.
kill him though.
We solved the mystery, but the price of solving the mystery is the character's death.
Well, then that doesn't make
So in solving the mystery, which is something, in solving the mystery, which is something we did, if solving the mystery is what also killed the person, then it does.
We're like whatever the term is. Basically, we were unknowing. Like we didn't know the term.
You were unknowing. You didn't know you were killing someone, but you are still in a, which would still make you liable. But anyways,
Well, no,
who
it's
cares?
through paranormal means, so it can't be us. If it's through paranormal means, it can't be us.
There is actually a law that says like God did something to me. So like it's under circumstances of like
You
lightning.
can't connect Shinigami to him.
There's nothing happy
For
about
God,
this.
even though it's a god of death.
Zilch died because I solved
Yeah,
the
you can't
mystery,
connect him
right?
to the god. There's no connection there.
Huh?
You
He was
can
a dangerous murderer who
except for
killed
the fact
4
that they are
master
literally
detectives.
connected. Of
He
course.
deserved to
No,
die.
I mean, evidence-wise, there's no way you could prove that the god of death is with this particular human. Maybe it was with somebody else, and they just saw the mystery and they were like, okay, something's wrong here, you know? Like, there's no evidence. There's no way they could prove with evidence that we are the one who
I'm not
worked with the
saying
god of
like
death.
I'm not saying like with evidence. I'm just saying
I know,
like,
and I'm saying
we
we
don't
can get
need
away with it
evidence
very
for it to be,
easily.
like,
There's no way to
accused.
prove we are the one that
we
killed
can
them.
get away with it, but that doesn't. We can get away with it. That doesn't change the fact that we are
As long as I
partially
get away with it, I
responsible.
wouldn't care if as long as I get away with it, I wouldn't care if I committed a crime.
Oh my god. Okay, my god.
I mean,
Fucking,
I don't
if
think
it's
I'm
not against,
completely
is
free
your
to
quota
go.
like it's not illegal if like I'm not caught? Is that your line?
No, it's still illegal. I just don't care if it's illegal as long as I can
You
guarantee I'm
just
not gonna
don't
get caught.
Okay.
In that
Of
case,
course.
say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I thought so.
Ah,
If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You
Yeah,
didn't try
sure.
to frame an innocent person, did you?
They
Thanks,
don't
Gil,
care.
sure.
They just take you in handcuffs anyways.
Well, at this point, they know their plane is fucked up because
Right.
their informant is dead. Like they know this plane is
Because
it's
their guy
backfiring.
just
They
died.
just have to do
Right.
damage control at this point. They're like, no, we would never do that.
Right.
you
What
think
the-
you can
right.
weasel your way out of this?
Yes, I did though, you dumbass.
You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now.
Yeah,
You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation.
sure, totally.
No, I didn't mean...
Hey, don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
That does it. You're under arrest.
He's losing his toupee.
Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either. Take him away.
I guess we are in a foreign land, so of course we would lose our right for
Hold on!
attorney.
Hold on just a second!
Oh, this
Excuse
guy.
me. Do you have a minute?
Oh,
You.
this guy.
It's all good. Let's stop all the fighting. We both have to follow orders from the
Oh my
higher
god.
ups, so
It's
let's not do anything that causes
what's his name?
unnecessary tension.
You want to expand
Falsifying
upon that?
evidence and testimonies is a
He reminds me-
drag
he
when it
reminds
comes
me of
time to
the
do the paperwork.
white-haired guy
Right?
from the Spare Girls that we saw,
It's
which
tough
I also
keeping
know is in
things
Doctor
consistent.
too.
Just forget
Okay,
about all
yeah.
that.
But he
Leave it
reminds
to
me of the guy
Yeah.
who was. He reminds me of the white hair. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about,
know.
right?
It was alive and well
They, them,
just a
that
bit ago.
person.
Right.
The person with no name.
Yeah, they, them. The person with...
If you let us
Yeah,
go,
I thought he had a
put
name,
something
maybe.
up in my
He
report
probably
to
is,
the
Oh,
World
but I
Detective
feel like he avoided it
Organization.
on
He had maniacal dialogue,
Right?
and that
If
was
the
basically his
WDO
entire
floods this
point
joint
of, like,
'cause of
his
you.
existence in Despair
Your
Girls. And
punishment
Despair
might
Girls,
be kind of
his
brutal.
entire character
So,
was kind
you
of
know
that.
what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
Using his own logic against him. Lovely.
Let's go.
Mhm.
I played one of the DLCs because I was getting impatient, and I know about this guy.
Thank goodness that worked out.
So,
Who is
Cool
he?
Blue, what are you doing here?
Beats me?
Yeah.
Honestly, I never expected you to have answers should have got me. My guy, what just happened?
Well, I bet that was quite a long trip for you.
Well,
Welcome to Conai Ward.
Thanks.
Yeah, a lot of dead people, a lot of fan service, you know,
Right.
and I definitely got a few boners, so you know.
a lot
That
of
must be
fan
Yuma.
service.
Yuma Cocoa Head, right?
I am.
Yumi Coco?
And
Oh, that is my
you
name, I forgot. I thought that was
I
a
forgot
nickname.
that
I'm
her
like,
name was Coco.
Coco?
It does sound a bit
That sounds
weird.
like a
Okay.
name when you're trying to
It
be
sounds
thoughtful,
like a weird-
Oh, look at this
it sounds like
Coco
a-
head, you
Sounds
know?
like not. It doesn't sound like an immediate insult, but a tease of just like, wow, your
Yaku
brain
Furia.
is as empty as a coconut or something like that.
Okay.
You know? Okay. But nah, it is just straight up his name.
I was born and raised in Conai Ward. Just a humble member of the WDO. I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, the only detective agency in Conai Ward. My office welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks for the saving my ass. I actually didn't have a plan for those guys. I assumed that once they realized I wasn't it, they would have let me go, because that makes sense for corrupt cops.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO.
Please don't.
Finally, I've met an ally.
You've met allies. Like,
I mean, you've met at least four.
We've met people from the WDO. Like, that's not
Right.
something we haven't done before.
We met
sure, they all
four.
died, and
It's
sure,
just
one
that
of
they
them
didn't
tried
last.
to
Yeah.
kill us, but you know, we met
They just
them.
didn't last long.
He managed
Yeah,
to
we
turn
met
away
them,
the
but they just didn't
peacekeepers,
last
so
long.
he must
We
be
still
in
met
high
him.
standing.
Really?
No,
He's
not
clearly
really.
just some careless, middle-aged man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's not like a royalty here. He just knows what their rules are and knows that they have to play by certain rules and pulls on those rules as needed.
Oh, by the way,
It's called
don't tell
Right,
him that
it's
right.
called
was true.
selectively bringing up information. It's also useful when you're trying to play a bluff.
You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract.
What? Oh.
It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
Oh, okay. I can be into that.
anyone.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
I don't know if you'd only get blood out of me, though.
Now, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'd like
Sure,
to hear the
guy, he's
details about
smiling
this
too
incident.
kindly already.
Right.
Alright. Amazon City.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting. It took a while to get through all the proceedings.
Actually, more like Amazon Subway.
They practically interrogated you, right? Conai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world.
I know. It's like the NGL.
Communication devices, such as cell phones, are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Conai Ward either. Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Conai Ward is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
You show a lot of promise. Considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble.
Yeah, sure, I handled it, won't say that.
I was scared, to be honest. I don't
Right.
want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives. As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
Right.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO meddling in their matters. I even caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
A hitman?
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they enter Kanai Ward.
Ah, yeah. Was Hitman go by the name of Zilch? Actually, that would be
Zilch?
too convenient. Because normally when it comes to Hitman, it's like, that
mean-
would definitely be like a fake name they took up for
The
the
results of
job.
which is this Amaterasu
Right.
Express massacre.
So Zilch was
I don't know,
actually
actually,
a
maybe
hitman?
it was, maybe that was his name, because if you expect to kill everyone, you know, and you don't expect them to
Then
ever
there's no
think,
need of,
like,
like,
you don't expect their
hiding
word to be
his
credible,
name.
it doesn't matter if they know your name. It's like,
Right, it's not
Nope.
hard.
There was
you
a
don't
real
need
master
much
detective named Zilch.
credibility
He
if
was
everyone's
murdered
dead.
beforehand and used as a disguise. You were
I
in the
see.
first car earlier.
Good enough.
The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there.
what? Oh, in the first car here. Wait, so he was already here? Is basically what they just said?
Right.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Okay.
That's what must have happened,
Okay.
because the first car was set up here. And Zilch was... I don't know why they were surprised when they said, Zilch is dead, you know? It's like, are they talking... I assume if they must have been talking about their assassin, but why would they keep the same name?
Right.
Like, that seems kind of dumb.
There was a
Well,
separate
or they
first
just
car
know
at the
that,
station
like,
before
who's
you
Zilch.
arrived,
Because
where
you said
Zilch's body was
Zilch,
hidden.
not them. And they might just know who you're referring to when you said Zilch.
They said so. Like, they said it, hold on. No, there was a real master
No,
detective named
it
Zilch.
just-
She was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise. The first car,
And then,
earlier,
like, when you asked...
the real Zilch is lying dead somewhere in there. They knew about Zilch. What do you mean they didn't? I didn't say Zilch. I mean, yes, I brought up the name Zilch, but they knew about his name.
No, I'm just talking about, like, in the, like... Okay, what I was talking about is, like, the fat guy again. Well...
The
God,
cop, yeah. The
'Cause
police chief,
original- Fucking... I'm fucking losing myself. Oh, God, no. Alright. But what I said was, like, you said something about, like, why would they know his name? And, like, well, if he was their
Well,
assassin...
no, I wasn't surprised that they
like-
knew his name. I was surprised why they kept his same name. That was the part that was confusing. It's like,
Oh,
why would you still name
Well,
him Zilch?
yeah, the fat cop never said it. The fat cop never said Zilch, except the fact that,
Well,
like,
the report was that
we said
Zilch was
Zilch.
killed, and the only Zilch that they would be surprised by is by the assassin Zilch. Why would the assassin keep the same name? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's the part that's confusing
what I'm saying.
me.
I'm not saying they did. I'm saying that the report didn't say Zilch.
It did,
I'm
though.
saying that when he heard... When?
They-
It went silent in the
When they were
cutscene. In the
talking-
cutscene, when the guy went through the guy's ear, it was just a cutscene and no audio went through. The guy's like, "Oh, you're talking about Zilch, right?" And then they look shocked. That's what happened. And what I'm saying is,
I
well,
thought
they
he
could have
said
just, like, known who
Zilch,
he was
like the
talking
big
about.
cop was like, Zilch is dead? You know, because
No,
he was
Zilch-
surprised.
The cop never said anything. He just said, "Oh, you're talking about Zilch." That was just a report about Zilch's death, right? And then he's like, "How did you know?"
Let's see how far back. I have a lot of these, so let's see. No Way Out. Conning, we're now. Okay, no, this is when we were like, yeah, we're fine. True couple of okay, so this is when he dies. So okay. Then the report saying
That's right after
Zilch
him.
is a true couple was dead. And that was before this then. What? Okay, he just said he's dead. Okay, I see. Okay.
Right. The guy never said Zilch
Okay.
until after we did.
I don't even think he said it after we said it, because I don't think he even said his name once.
No, he never said
Yeah,
Zilch.
he
He
never
never
said
said it.
I just
That's
thought he
really
did because I was like,
But
why?
like as I was right.
It just seemed
I just
odd why
remembered
we
the
would assume
cutscene.
why he would have the name Zilch as well. It's just, especially for your assassin, why would you have a code name for him?
Well,
that would make it different.
it's not that he knew. Maybe he just knew that he was going to impersonate Zilch, and
Okay,
then
maybe,
like
yeah.
he knew who he
Then,
was talking.
before train
That's
cars
what I'm
that
saying.
you
Like he
rode in
knew
would
that he
arrive
was
at the
going to
station in
impersonate
Conai
Zilch
Ward.
after he killed him, and then he just knew who our guy was talking about when he said Zilch. He's like, yeah, I was talking about that person.
Yeah, okay.
That you would call Zilch. That's what I'm thinking.
I see. If you enjoyed this video, do the stuff on the screen. If you have any questions, send the comments below or to our Discord server. There's links in the description and in our about section, as well as our other medias in those same two places. On the left is a recommendation from YouTube, and the right is the series Raincoat in its entirety. And we'll see you next time, fellow Shades, where we're gonna find out who this cool ranch, blue hair looking dude, mountain, electric blue
Guy is.
guy is. See you next time.